It was Mark Poulton that packaged him. Mark is fired. Tell Mark I'm mad.
Yeah, this is primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already know. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dog, Spike and Whoop, U.S. Assassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not fronting. That's how Just a Writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
Behold the King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. In dread as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The King took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King, left none living, unable to tell. The King took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Into the dirt. His will be done. Now feel your fear. There can be only one. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down to the Bow down. Bow down to the King. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. The King is here. Now feel your fear. The King of Kings. All hail the King. On your knees to the King. The King of Kings. There is only one.
Just another boring day where nothing changes. Everything was normal till you came running. just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home, just keep me here, just keep me wanting.
What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. It's the Moral Compass, the Fulfillment King, and this is Haunted Pizza Horror Movie Club, episode 90. Today we're talking The Forsaken. Joining me, my co-host, Dexter Weeks. What's up, Dex?
What's going on? I hear the dogs already, man.
Man, they're excited, man, because they know this is going to be a big show. We already got 117 people watching. Everyone wants to talk some CW vampires.
AKA Supernatural.
Yeah. Also joining us, we got Mark Yoon. What's up, Mark?
The Yoonster.
What is up?
Were you snapping for us? Or twisting your nipple? I couldn't tell.
You gotta get the nips prepared.
Yeah.
Is Yoon taking on those Forsaken, or can you have taken them, Mark?
Well, they did have some supernatural abilities. If they didn't, he could have took on Simon Rex. He could have took on Simon Rex.
Yeah, I'll take the day driver, become the day driver, and then just light the car on fire while they're sleeping. The end.
There you go.
Now,
End of the movie.
I mean, speaking of vampires, guys, I don't know if you know this, but I arranged for us to have some vampire royalty joining us today. You won't believe this, get. Joining us, we have Count Botta.
Yeah,
The Forsaken. Look out, man.
It's Count Vocacula. Count Vocacula. Yes.
You're a little more
certainly not Count Vernacular. That's for sure.
Well, I'm a traditional vampire, yes, and I just don't get some of these modern vampires driving around in old, busted-up cars and such. I would
definitely a lot
with
cleanlier.
Carriers,
Yeah, with
Something
firearms, everything else. Oh, that's great. That is great.
Yeah.
Did we see teeth in this movie? I literally just got done watching it, but I don't remember.
I don't think.
No, when they lacked in teeth, they made up with boobs.
Yeah, I was just distracted by all the hotness. Like that's
Right. Everybody's a model. Everybody's beautiful. So
you know what? I miss this period of filmmaking. I really do. When everybody was super hot and everything was the effects were bad, but the music was freaking on point. All of that. I just missed it so much.
Wait, the music was on point.
Like
Eve
teeth? I love Eve 6. Don't trash Eve 6.
I mean, there's no Beethoven or the Ludwig van.
All right, well, we're going to table the movie talk for a little while later. First,
I love the Vegeta hairline, by the way.
You know who stole this hairline from us vampires, right? Steven Seagal.
Oh, it needs to go back a ways.
Count Botacula, don't get him started on Steven Seagal.
Oh no. We know Yoon is all powerful in the martial arts.
He'll be Steven Seagal.
Oh, wow.
He's so quick with the quips. I love it.
Yes.
Guys, let's say hello to the chat. Of course, first in the chat, our guy. We got Ice Pick Mark Pengrin in the house.
First in the chat, ass pick.
Yeah.
Actually, schemes and scams, because I think I was first this week, but it deleted it like it usually does. But it's okay. If it's either one of us, then it's okay.
No, it's always ass pick.
Driving cross country to deliver a vintage Mercedes, Sean, played by Kerr Smith, does the one thing he wasn't supposed to do: pick up a hitchhiker.
Hitch up a pick hiker.
Yeah. From that moment on, his road trip is transformed into a surreal and terrifying nightmare. Sean's new companion, Nick, played by Brendan Furr, is not the laid-back, aimless traveler he seems to be. He is a hunter, and his prey is a roving band of forsaken youths who feed upon hapless victims found in the dead of the night. In a word, vampires. Wow, what a write-up by Mark Pengrin.
Hey, we don't have to talk about it.
I know.
No.
We're done.
Ice pick, man, coming through.
Hunter. That degenerate was a hunter. In my day, hunters wore long flowing coats and vests, and they carried crossbows.
They were very dapper.
Top hats. You forgot the top hat.
Oh, how
Also in the chat, she's here early for once. Amanda B.
Mayday.
And she just finished the movie. She liked it, but she doesn't think she's going to make the live show. Boo. She says, I would have seen this one before now, but I remembered nothing watching it. Have fun.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Amanda B.
Pengrin says, yeah, I was surprised that I never saw this movie or even heard of it. And it came out when I was working in a movie theater and seeing every movie for free. This one slipped by him. Yeah. He says also sign up for the mailing list for Gun Goth launching June 13th. She is the hot topic. Guys, go follow that link to Indiegogo and sign up for Gun Goth. I changed the perk for signing up. Before it was a trading card. No, you're going to get a huge discount on that everything tier. So you're going to save some money, guys. Saving money better than a trading card, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I've been telling people about the trading card, so now you've made me a liar.
That's all right. People will rather save money.
Indeed.
I've been saving money for centuries.
My money. Can I save $40 off of that $5 digital book? you just give them money.
No, you have to buy everything to save the money. Pengrin says you can get a variety of formats of new printings of Mark Poulton product here. He's talking Pizza Tree. I got a couple of the versions right here. I got the digest size, and I got the standard softcover edition. Hardcover coming soon, but I already heard these were doing very well in sales. So thank you to everyone who's already purchased a copy.
I just want to tell everyone, I want to tell everyone personally, I am a Pizza Tree fan.
Nice.
I kind of want that big one, Mark. I only have like the small hardcover one that you gave me before.
You would want a big one.
Yeah, the large formats are great. More, you get to see a lot more.
Talk about large format. We got some loose threads. We got digest, standard soft cover, and then the oversized edition. Look at that. Giving you an extra inch, over an inch. Come on.
Pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hardcover coming soon as well for that. So head over. You can get them straight from Critical Blast, or you can go on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. And we're talking
Enrico.
loose threads and pizza tray.
I'm doing nothing right now.
You know what? If I literally just finished the movie as we were going live, like I just turned my TV off because I timed it like a little bit bad because of the commercials for Tubi. But I had a great idea that I was going to do, and I'm kind of mad I chickened out because I knew Enrico was going to dress up. So I thought about using his Facebook profile picture and printing it out and putting it on my face and just like being Enrico, like as it opened. Maybe I'll surprise you guys with that one day. We'll look forward to it.
You should use that picture of him as the with that flash thing on. He's all.
I'll use my Derek Zoolander wig too. Just like style it.
Yes. When Enrico is at the gym with his flash.
He's all jacked and shit.
He just drooled. Oh my god, Count Vernacular, no.
Those teeth, man. Those teeth.
Penguin says Writhe in Pain Volume 2 in demand, and Fund My Comic launches close to fulfillment. Yeah, we're $692 away from $20,000 for the Writhe in Pain campaign. When we hit that, all backers get a Corey Barton print. Who wouldn't want a Corey Barton?
Enrico got his veneers done in Mexico.
Man. Also,
I'm done in Transylvania. Thank you very much.
Mars Attacks art book with a piece by our very own Dexter Weeks launching soon. Click here to be notified on launch day. Go sign up, guys. Dex is killing it with all these contributions to the art books.
Yeah, man.
Don't be a bum.
Give it.
That's a Monster Squad callback for anyone.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah. Calling a little girl a bitch. Hilarious.
Great.
Don't be a bum back type 1. Campaign is being updated with new perks on Saturday, April 26th on a stream on Joe Sontag's channel.
Nice.
Go. Oh, here he is. The owner of Creepy Calzone himself, Nicholas Gear.
Is he hiring? I was wondering. Creep Calzone.
He posted a little juicy tidbit on Twitter that he just his newest haunted pizza hire. So he didn't reveal who it was, but he's blocked by someone. I forget who blocked him, but he says it's probably because he hired someone from Haunted Pizza. Who's the most controversial person at Haunted Pizza? Mark Yoon?
We had a fun back and forth on Twitter this week, Nick and I.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Creepy Calzone.
I told him that he owes us a nickel every time he drops the name to Enrico and I.
Mark Yoon is a sponsored YouTube creator. Give him a sub and watch him play games.
With your heart.
Don't play games with me, human.
I assume Mark is laughing at Botacula. We got Hannah in the house. He says, Yoon was rocking out to that Nickelback song over the ending credits.
Yeah, I'm a Deadpool guy. I've always liked Nickelback, and I'm not ashamed of it. Like, I thought their songs were always like good. Like, there's some that are like not great, but like I never got the hate. I really never did. There's much worse out there. You guys are making fun of me now because I like Nickelback.
No,
God
I'm
damn
laughing at Enrico.
Oh, I thought it was a freeze frame too.
Are you dressed like Dracula or Gomez?
Why not both? He's got his latest victim right next to him too. Do you see in the bookshelf?
Oh, this is Doric. Doric.
Penguin says my copy of Youngblood #1 shipped yesterday. Oh, I can't wait to get my copy of it. Hannah says she just finished Spy. What's that? Spy times Family. Anime, and watched its movie Code White. Both can join Liefeld on a long walk off a short pier. Wow. Oh, Booth. Brett Booth. Wow.
I was to ask Hannah, why does the code have to be white?
I was
rare.
talking to Penguin yesterday. Booth is my third favorite artist of all
Oh,
time.
he's fantastic. I'm sure he had a valid reason for blocking Nicholas Gear. Mark Penguin says Gary Martin blocked him, and yeah, he blocked me as well. Gary Martin, man.
I don't even know who that is, though.
You're not missing anything, man. You're not missing anything.
Some more drama for him, Mark.
I never even talked to Gary Martin. He just had me blocked for some reason.
You're one of the most polarizing characters in comic books.
True.
Yeah, maybe you're the most haunted pizza controversial
Nicholas
figure.
Gear hire me, that's for sure. I'll never work for Creepy Calzone. Nicholas Gear says, you will have to talk to my lawyer Ice Pick about that nickel.
As I told him on Twitter, I'm actually his lawyer. I was posing as Mark all along.
Wow.
Oh.
We got John Eppel in the house. What's up, John? Hannah wants to know, do any of us play Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, we're grown men.
No.
I play it. I
Yes,
play
and
it.
I am 7 centuries old.
What type of games did you play back in your day, Count?
Oh, we played like
Find the Virgin.
we played Stick in the Mud and Chase the Plague Rat. Those kind of things.
Stick in the Mud was also my nickname in high school.
Nicholas Gear says
You've always
Gary.
been very progressive, Yoon.
Yeah.
Nicholas said Gary Martin didn't block me; he just blocked Mark.
Oh.
I never interacted with Booth. He's just sensitive. Wow.
He's one of the most intelligent people on the planet, so you better back that up.
Wow. And John Eppel says I felt kind of special when Dan Slott blocked me, even though I've never spoken to or about him.
There's a lot of
It
drama.
happens.
A lot of drama.
Yeah, a lot of drama.
Twitter drama.
He needs to pull his panties out of his slot.
Wow. Wow.
Guys, 276 people watching on X, YouTube, and Facebook. If you're new to the channel, go hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notifications. We're here every Sunday talking horror movies. I guess except next Sunday we'll be streaming Monday because it's Easter. But this week we're talking The Forsaken. But first, let's catch up with everyone. What's everyone been working on? What are you guys up to? Let's start with you, Dexter, as Enrico tries to get his teeth back in.
Been busy.
No tooth shaming here. No.
he is getting up there in age. He does have to keep them in that little.
Shame where we're from here. Dexter, tell us what you're working on now.
Yeah, no more fang phobia.
I've been very busy in the world of haunted pizza. I'm obviously working on Gun Goth. We're working on some new pages to color. And also I'm lettering the 77-page U.S. Assassin that's coming out.
Wow.
So,
yeah, U.S. Assassin 4, guys. Dexter sent me the first 20 pages. Looking great, man.
Yeah, we're moving along. So,
Mark Yoon, how about yourself? What have you been working on?
Gun Goth. And as I told you guys in the private chat, I think page 16, maybe my favorite piece that I've ever worked on in my entire life.
Wow.
I am so happy with how it's turning out, and I can't wait to show it off.
I can't wait to see it with that type of type.
a little endorsement there. Yeah.
How about you, Count? What have you been working on?
Oh, like my tan. Working on a tan. I'm just kidding. I can't go out in the sunlight. I'll die. So I just sit around and draw. They got me working on the Gun Goth. I like the Goth babes. Yeah. I like the Goth babes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, did you guys hear that there's a first only Goth Hooters that opened? It's only Goth chicks. Yeah.
Wow.
Is it in Florida?
Yeah.
I don't know where it's. I forgot. It said it in the article, but I don't remember.
Maybe we can get them to sponsor our book, Mark.
Yeah, that's where we'll have the book release.
The Gun Goth.
Yeah.
Find out where it is, Yoon.
I'll work on it.
Cool.
All right. Good.
Oh.
Yeah. So, guys, Gun Goth dropping June 13th, Friday, June 13th. I'm so excited for it. 13 covers to choose from, plus the Art of Gun Goth book.
You can't choose though. You just have to get them all. There's
get
no
them all.
choosing.
Get the box set, the special 13 box set. But really, it comes with 14 books because there's an Art of Gun Goth book in there as well. But 13 has a better ring to it. Yeah, make sure you sign up. The mailing list doing really well. I'm excited that people are excited about Gun Goth. But let's get into it. Let's dig into our horror movie, The Forsaken, 2001 vampire movie starring Kerr Smith. At the time, he was one of the stars of Dawson's Creek. you really have a thing for Kerr Smith.
Oh yeah, like I always said that like if I were gay, Kerr Smith and like Tom Welling would be like my type.
Wow.
Like those two guys are like handsome as hell.
Yeah, he's a CW fan then, right?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up. I was the perfect demographic age for it. Like I'm an elder millennial, just like these guys in the movie. So it's like, yeah. And Nicholas Gere, do not crap on two of my favorite things: Brett Booth and White Claw. How dare you, sir?
Wow. Yeah. Nicholas Gere says maybe Booth can go to that goth Hooters and cry in his white. Man, Nicholas Gere getting in fights with everyone. Man,
Brett will cry together.
I see why they block him. He's just despicable Gear.
He's going into full gear, they say.
There you go.
You never go full gear.
Penguin says, I liked it because it was like the movie Joyride that came out around the same time, but with vampires. That's a good call, Mark.
Wasn't Kerr in Final Destination 1 also? I think he was, right? And didn't that come out around a similar time? It was like 2001 or 2-ish, right?
Yeah,
the first
that was
one?
my favorite role, like with him in it. Like favorite movie with him in it. So
yeah.
And then we had Brendan Furr from Roswell.
One of my favorite show at that time, like before Smallville came out. That was like literally my favorite show. I love that show. I wish they ended it.
Yeah, we had John as the main villain. We had Jonathan Shake from That Thing You Do, looking like Sully Erna from Godsmack.
Also, one of the jocks that gets killed was the guy from Disturbing Behavior. Remember the first jock that gets he freaks out. You remember Disturbing Behavior, right?
I remember the movie. I don't remember him in it.
He was the main jock that like freaked out on Katie Holmes in that like area where the Rats from the Bay guy was.
Yeah. Mark Penguin says, it's weird that Yoon was attracted to the guy that played a gay man on Dawson's Creek.
First of all, I also own the entire series of Dawson's Creek, so we're not going to go there.
I used to work out at a gym that would have Dawson's Creek on, and I would be the only one working out there at the time, so I would just leave it on. And this big guy would always come in and just grab the remote and says, you're not watching this. but deep down, I was watching Dawson's Creek.
You wouldn't want to admit it, you know?
But that was like... that was pre-CW. So that was like WB before they launched like their whole CW campaign. It was one of their, like, I think the first show that came on CW was One Tree Hill. So Dawson's Creek was actually pre that era.
Wow. Yoon with a deep dive.
Yeah. I mean, they're all basically the same, you know.
They are the same show. You just swap out, you know. That's why I love that they did the DC stuff for so long, because it's all just Dawson's Creek, but with superheroes. Like, it's the same thing.
But that was the thing. Like Dex and I, we went to the movies like a couple times a week during that time period, and all the horror movies starred like CW actors.
Exactly. And you know what's funny is like they don't get any play anymore. It's like almost none of them. Like Dawson had like a couple roles in like Rules of Attraction and stuff like that, which is another great movie. But like none of them ever really went anywhere outside of more TV. You know what I mean? Like later on.
Well, the Scream movies probably have a lot of those.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's pretty much the same setup, you know.
Mark Frankfurt says, "Hey, I got an awesome limited edition Dawson's Creek poster from the WB store back in the day. Man, I was just thinking about the Warner Brothers store. That I loved going there, especially when a Batman movie came out. It got me thinking about the Warner Brothers store because we're going to talk Val Kilmer's Batman. But I remember like all the Batman Forever stuff that they had there, like statues and all sorts of cool stuff. I loved the Warner Brothers store.
But they
used
didn't
to
have the
a
best.
wall of animation cells.
Oh yeah.
You could see the actual cells of the films and the
Man,
But they
I
didn't-
didn't know the Count shopped at the Warner Brothers store. I used to have to go down to Atlantic City. That was like the only Warner Brothers store I knew about at the
There's
time.
one in Cherry Hill, Mark. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you with me, Mark? When we were waiting to meet who was that one artist? It does Kingdom.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Wasn't it Alex Ross?
Alex Ross. Remember? And we were like
Uh-huh.
2 or 3 hours. We were like, F this. We just left. He never showed up. That was my last memory of the Warner Brothers store.
The Count says WB stands for warm bodies. Of course, I like it.
Like Alex Ross is, he's very stuck up, I think.
Mm.
And I
He is
know
one of
people like that coming from royalty. But that guy,
he is one of the greatest of our generation, though. I will say his art always blows me away.
he doesn't have the greatest hairline.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Count throwing shade. We got the drawer of babes in the house, Corey Barton. What's up,
KB
Corey?
in the house.
They didn't have the best Batman Forever memorabilia though on there, which was those McDonald's glasses. Those things were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Penguin says, "Hail Corey Barton. WB equals Warner Brother." All right. The Forsaken, Kerr Smith plays a guy who edits trailers for a living, trying to work his way up to editing feature films. I saw that Class of Nukem High poster.
Yeah, that was a nice little.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But he is taking a weeks-long vacation, 4 days, something like that, to drive across country to go to his sister's wedding. To get there, he is also transporting a car, someone's Mercedes from where's he at, in California? And he's going to Miami to deliver this car to earn some bucks for his trip.
I don't know how he could do that in a week. That's like he said he planned it out, but like California to Miami that's a trek. Like just for example, I live in Florida and it takes 5 hours for me to get to Miami. Yeah. So it's like that's a trek from California.
Agreed.
That might be the most supernatural effect part of this movie.
Don't doubt Kerr Smith's driving skills.
Especially in a Mercedes.
It was funny too. I was thinking about the car because everyone was all like, sweating the car, like, "Oh my god, that car is so nice." And I'm just looking at it. You can just tell it aged.
Yeah, for real.
Like everyone was thinking that was the best car ever, at the time. I guess.
Yeah.
But along the way, he's women are checking out his car. They're taking their tops off for him.
Oh, we forgot to mention, Mark. This movie starts out the best of any movie ever when you just have titties in your face with the title card. When I saw this in a theater, I was like, okay. It's great.
Yeah, no, I forgot how many breasts are in this movie. Blood-covered breasts. But he pops a tire and he has to take his car to get fixed. He doesn't have any. He lost his wallet, so all he has on him is the cash that he was going to give his sister. So he has to dip into that money to get his tire repaired. He spends the night in town and he's hearing weird sounds coming from the room next to him. And as he leaves the next morning, he runs into the hitchhiker played by Brendan Furr, who asks him for a ride. He says he's not allowed to pick up hitchhikers. And he was like, "Come on, I'll pay for gas." Being short on money against his better judgment, he takes the guy in and they hit the road.
Also, Mark, we forget that it ties back to he was paying for gas with Kerr's own money because he found his wallet on the road. So
that's
he was
not
paying
revealed until later that he found the wallet.
That's hilarious, though, that he was just literally paying for everything with his own money.
I think he left out all the cliche characters, like the guy giving him the car, You know,
Yeah.
they're all just these cliche characters, you know, like yelling.
Oh, I
screaming,
love the Pauly Shore wannabe motel owner.
the owner.
He was like,
right,
"It's
right.
no funny business." You know?
Yeah.
That
They're all
goes
cliche
great.
characters.
Stutter, that guy.
And even
Yeah,
the guy
yeah.
that's in the tire, you know, he just looked like
Yeah.
typical.
Penguin says LA to Miami, 39 hours.
Yeah, that's nonstop too, probably, right?
Yeah, that's why I
Um,
said sleep eats and delays. Yeah, it's
yeah.
Yeah, so they're on their way, and Brendan Furr's character cracks open a beer. Kerr Smith flips out, tells him to get rid of it. So he tosses the beer can, and wouldn't you know it hits. There's nothing on these roads for hours, but the beer can happens to land on a cop car. They get pulled over.
Something tells me a state trooper would never be in that spot too. It's like, is his job just to sit there for 8 hours a day, like watching?
What a job
nothing?
that would be.
Because they have quotas, right? So what is it going to be like? You get 1 ticket per week or something? Like that's got to be that tumbleweed is going 60. You know, I don't know like what they're going to do.
It sounds like we need to get Doge involved in this.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Penguin says the hotel
He had a monkey.
guy had a monkey on his shoulder for no reason.
Probably
I
was
mean,
a-
we're all
that's
dealing with
amazing.
issues, I guess, right?
Yeah. By the way, fun fact about Florida. I don't know if you guys know this, but we have 7 species of monkey that live in Florida, and
Wow.
a bunch of macaques actually live like 10 minutes away from me.
Is that what you call them these days?
That was also my nickname in high school.
So this new friendship not off to the best start. They pull over later at a rest stop, and that's when they encounter our bad guys, the vampires, the sexy model grungy vampires.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, they all have to look like, you know, grungy models like Gavin Rosdale or something. Whatever happened to the debonair like vampire? You know, dressed nice, live in a castle, you know.
Any
It
case
seems like vampires in this movie, the lore, they're like severely watered down from like normal vampires. You know, like the whole like
Bruh,
thousands of
these
year old
vampires
counts.
shoot you with a gun.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, they were trying
They-
so hard to be like Lost Boys, you know, but at least in Lost
Yeah.
Boys, they turned into vampires. Like
Yeah, they were menacing.
just
Like
regular.
literally, like they had fangs and
Yeah,
fur
yeah.
brows and whatnot. And in this, they had like a nice little short sleeve button up shirt or something, you know.
Right, exactly.
It would have been so much cooler if they actually had fangs, though, right? Yeah, exactly. Because like, especially when he goes to like pull her panties down to find a bite mark, like if it was like 2 puncture wounds, that would have been a much easier sell than just like this weird, like,
In the flesh.
you know, yeah. It was.
Agreed.
Yeah, it just looked like, you know, that time of the month. I didn't know what was happening.
God.
We got Sheldon in the house. What's up, Sheldon? He wants to know if Count Chocula was in this movie. No Count Chocula.
He's probably more vamp than the actual characters.
You know, Count
Yeah,
Chocula
that's
is my
true.
cousin, you know. Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that.
Delicious. Delicious. Delicious.
I don't like. Man, you guys are really disparaging this movie. I love The Forsaken.
I love this movie. Yeah.
It's not the
Yes.
perfect movie. You know, it had a lot.
But it's fun as shit, though. It is like, it's so fun.
So the vampires, their car's broken down. They ask for a jump, and right then, that's when you first start to get your. You realize something's up with the Brendan Furr character because he grabs his bag and he's like he's reaching for something. He's going to be ready if something happens. And when after they give him the jump and they take off, one of the vampires says he's a hunter. So that's our tip off that this guy isn't who he seems to be.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty cool, actually. I kind of forgot about that, Mark, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I saw it. And then when
Yeah,
that's a
been a
nice reveal that
Yeah.
he's like a hunter. That's pretty cool.
So later in the night, our 2 heroes they stop at a diner. Kerr Smith's character, he sees the woman, the young girl from the opening, having a meal by herself, and she
Is that the
skips out
same
on the
girl?
check. Yeah.
I wonder because the girl in the opening had like 2 cup size bigger breasts than like the one that they actually end up saving. So I'm wondering if they got a lookalike model just for that opening card, because you see this other blonde girl naked in the movie like 2 or 3 more times, and she's not like something doesn't add up.
You doing some detective work.
Oh, I was analyzing because the opening card girl.
Do you believe
The, the opening card girl is like a 34C, and like this regular girl is definitely like a 34B. Like
Stop
that's just
pretending like you know things about boobies.
Someone should ask KB, see if he knows, man.
It's like, you know, he's at the television set with like a micrometer, like, this side's booby was not the same as the back flash booby.
But yeah, I don't. They also conveniently covered her face in blood, so I think they did swap out the body model for that nice opening card. Yeah,
you're probably right, but it's just, you know, strange.
It's supposed to be her. Yeah. Boobies are never strange. I know your blood hasn't pumped to your member in 1,000 years, so you wouldn't understand. Batacula.
The thing is,
most of you guys are bi anyway.
The thing about being dead is like you're stiff everywhere all the time. All the time. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, Dex, I hope Dead Silence comes to Tubi. I want to pick that movie too. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a nice reveal too. Cool.
So they end up taking this the girl from the opening in because Brendan Fur knows what's up with her, knows that she's been bitten and is in the process of turning. He just happens to have, drugs that slows down the process. He administers the drugs while Kerr Smith is holding her, and she bites him. So now he's infected as well. Brendan Fur's character explains it as like a blood virus. He doesn't want to say the vampire word. Eventually, he tells Kerr Smith, "Look, we're dealing with vampires here."
Well, we also find out later in a reveal that wasn't the medicine, the same cocktail that he takes. It was morphine because he was just trying to keep her knocked out so that the vampires could track them actively. So
but he started putting Kerr Smith on the
cocktail.
Yeah. And Brendan Fur's character has been bitten as well, and he's slowed down the process. What did he say, for years?
A year, because he's been hunting this one particularly for 9 months. So yeah.
So he thinks the Jonathan Sheck character is the vampire that he's after, and he's been tracking them for a while. So now Kerr Smith is up to speed on everything. So basically, they're using this girl as bait to lure in the vampires, so they can kill them, but they have to kill them on Forsaken ground. And
or not they're the Forsaken on like
Holy
blessed ground or whatever. Yeah,
like the Highlander.
Yeah.
You forgot to mention their telekinetic. What were they? They were explaining something about how they all.
Oh, the virus is like telegenic. So it's not like an actual blood virus. It's like transmitted. They're like linked. So like if the originator, the propagator dies, then like everyone else is cured because it's not actually something in their blood. It like slowly turns them over time. They said it can take most people a week to turn in this universe, but if you do take the cocktail, it can put it off for years. They said.
Right. There's a lot to take in. Like,
yeah.
At one point, I'm thinking there's a lot of explanation going on here. Just make
it would have been needed if it was a TV show. Yeah. But if it was a TV show, it would have been a lot more like welcome the exposition. But in like a movie that's like basically an hour and 20 minutes, you kind of want to get more to the action at points.
I guess.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, we didn't mention the vampires. They have a human that they use as their daytime driver, played by Simon Rex, former MTV VJ. Also, like when Charlie Sheen was going like that downward spiral after he left 2.5 Men, he was like hanging out with Simon Rex a lot.
Probably on Epstein's Island.
By the way, 371 people watching on X, YouTube, and Facebook. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit the notifications. Give us a thumbs up for this stream. We're here every week talking horror movies. Every Wednesday, we're talking comic books. This Wednesday, we're talking Val Kilmer's Batman Forever. I'm so excited to talk about that. I even got my my new Spin Masters, Val Kilmer, Batman,
Beautiful.
which looks
Beautiful.
a lot like the Michael Keaton
Original.
Kenner's
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
Same mold. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Batman.
One thing I appreciate about this movie is how they try to take original vampire lore and like twist it to do some things. Like the Day Driver is like usually what a familiar is, right? And like the whole origin of vampires, which like some have done right and some have done wrong. I think this one was a little weak for the origin of vampires in this universe. It's a little hand wavy, but I don't know. What did you think about that, about the origin?
Yeah, it's essentially the Renfield character.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like basically a lackey, like doing whatever the master vampire wants. And then they're kind of snivelly and like, please give me immortality, Daddy. And it's like, no, just drive my car and shut up.
I'm just curious though. I think because you mentioned, like, I'm curious if this was like a pitch for a show. I think it would be better as a show.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it was like, you know what I mean? It was almost like an extended pilot for like a CW show.
Yeah,
because there wasn't much gore. It was very like TV like, except for the nudity. But like, yeah, I don't know. And Mark's also talking about what I was actually going to get to is like the best origin for vampires is Dracula 2000, which I agree. That's the one where it's the first vampire is actually Judas Iscariot, and the reason that he's weak to silver is because of the 30 shekels of silver to betray him, and like was hung during like sunset, so he can't take the light. That was a really cool origin. This one was just like, oh, a demon made like a barter, and then like some French dudes like went into a cave, and all of a sudden they're vampires, and it's like, okay, cool, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So
Sheldon says the Lost Boys rule of killing the leader. John Epple says, as long as the vampires don't sparkle, it can't be that bad.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. Yeah.
I hate Twilight. That movie's so bad.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I know. You would be surprised, right? I mean, I don't know. Out of the entire movie, I think it's like her like fake emptying the ketchup onto the fries and then eating them like anything actually came out was what like did it game over for me. Like I'm just like, no.
Yeah. Weird.
Or baseball matches. No, thank you.
It wasn't made for us. You know what I mean? So.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't have the appendages.
Yoon.
So
I'm not making a film for Yoon.
So our heroes eventually Kerr Smith says he wants to take himself off the drugs that's slowing down the process. He wants to be the bait instead of the girl. So they eventually lead the vampires to this like shack, I guess. Well, I don't know. Is it like they look like an abandoned diner or something, but a woman lives there, and that's where they make their final stand against the vampires. And
I think it was her home. I think maybe just like her husband died and they used to be farmers or something, and like she just like now is a recluse. That's what I got.
And it wasn't like sacred ground around
there. There's a cemetery out back where Native Americans were buried. Her house was built on a Native American
burial site,
like a pet cemetery.
Penguin says he actually likes the baseball game in Twilight because it reminded me of X-Men comics. I agree. I feel like Twilight was like vampires as X-Men, especially with the big final battle at the end of the. Yes, I've seen all the Twilight movies. The big battle of the vampires at the end.
The worst payoff in history. Says it was all a dream.
Brett Booth likes Twilight.
I've seen them all too because my wife likes them, but like I'm not really a fan.
Penguin says, yeah, and she just sits there and does taxidermy all day. Corey's like, what the F? Oh, that I've seen all the Twilight movies. Deal with it, man.
Yeah.
So they have the big final battle. At this point, it's just down to Jonathan Shake and one of the female vampires against Kerr Smith, Brendan Furr, and the girl now is more alert now because she's been put on the she finally speaks after like 9/10 of the movie has passed by.
50 minutes. Yeah.
She's also the cause of most of the hardship and plot development in the movie. Like, she steals the car for no reason after they've been trying to help her. She's like,
well, they've been
my
drugging
favorite
her
part
the whole time. She doesn't really know
Right.
what's going on.
Yeah, they took
my
her shoes
favorite-
off. I mean, come on.
My favorite part, though, is when they first see the vampires, and all she's doing is going from the back seat to the front seat. Like, she's not trying to grab the steering wheel or anything. She's just being annoying. And it's like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you planning on doing?
Yeah,
Mark would have
there's
just
like no,
beat her up.
There's no goal there. It's just like, let me be as annoying as possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My fists are rated E for everybody. I'm an egalitarian.
Wow.
So at one point, it comes down to Kerr Smith versus Jonathan Shake, and he beats the crap out of Kerr Smith and just gives him his keys and says, "I'm not going to kill you. You're going to be my new day driver. Go get the car." And he sends him off.
It would have just been funny if he choked to death on the keys, and he's like, "Crap! Now I got to find another like day driver."
He's still infected, right? I mean,
He's still infected. So I mean, that would have been a very painful, I guess, experience for him being the
day driver.
Yeah.
How would he exactly? Wait, yeah, that is a plot hole. Because how would he have been the day driver? Because the first guy wasn't infected; he was probably just like wanting to become one.
Well, he hasn't lasted very long. I think it's the point,
Yeah, and it also made me think. Well, he wasn't bitten by Jonathan Shake; he was bitten by the girl.
Mm-hmm.
But then he is the bait after he gets off the drugs that the vampires are tracking. So Jonathan Shake does know that he's infected, or at least knows someone's infected.
Yeah, he's linked to him or something.
Yeah, they said they got telepathic links and stuff, so he would have to. Yeah.
So,
Unless like they keep the original day driver, maybe he is infected, but they keep him on the cocktail, just to
possibly
just mess with him. Yeah, control.
So Kerr Smith grabs the car, crashes it through the building, and hits Jonathan Shake, and just keeps ramming him into the wall as the sun comes up. And then the car runs out of gas.
Which is hilarious. And the effort that he put into trying to push the car off of him was hilarious. He's like, "Oh!" I'm like, well, some vampire.
Amanda B's back. She says the vampire said until he turns. It wasn't going to last long as a day driver. There you go.
That's true. Thank you, Amanda B. I was just saying, it's like that's the point. To torture him.
And Penguin says, I don't think you become sensitive to light until you fully turn. That's true.
Correct. I can vouch for that.
And then you turn into a sparkler.
No,
they are sparklers, like firecrackers and the little spots, the sun spots that pop off of them.
Firework. Yes.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
So Jonathan Shake's character goes up in flames. The vampire curse has been lifted from Kerr Smith and the girl. They all go to the hospital. When it's time for Kerr Smith to check out, he realizes Brendan Furr's already gone, and you think he's going to go back to his. I guess he probably still had time to make his sister's wedding, but if fast forwards to Brendan Furr, I guess in a colder area, and he's hitchhiking. And the car pulls up to pick him up, and it's Kerr Smith. He's thrown away his life as being a great film editor, and
he's probably on the run from that guy who gave him the job for transporting the car.
He did say the woman. He said the woman was pissed about her car, and he's going to be a vampire hunter and help his buddy lift his curse because. That the person who bit him turns out it wasn't Jonathan Shake. He's still on the hunt to figure out who bit him. And Kerr Smith's been doing all this investigative work and thinks the killer is in Colorado. It leaves you thinking there's going to be a sequel. At this point, we're 24 years later, no sequel to The Forsaken. Maybe who knows? Maybe one day it'll live on as a TV show or a sequel.
It was called Supernatural. That's how it continues.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tell you what, bring back Kerr Smith and Brendan Furr. Although we just saw Brendan Furr in one of the movies we watched. I think Bloodline Killer. He was the cop at the beginning. I think of Bloodline Killer who was cheating on his wife.
Yeah, I think you're right, dude. Yeah.
He kind of still looks the same.
Yeah.
Kerr Smith doesn't though. Have you seen recent Kerr Smith? He's got like completely silver hair. Like
yeah,
he
I
got
know.
he got the Anderson Cooper effect.
That's what Grok made when I asked to make Brendan Furry eating a slice of pepperoni pizza.
Or Kerr Smith,
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I was amazed Grok knew who Kerr Smith was.
Fan of Dawson's Creek. Fan of the Creek.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, 413 people watching, 415 watching on X, YouTube, Facebook. Go hit subscribe, hit the notifications. We're here every week talking horror movies. This week we're talking The Forsaken, which we had a lot of fun talking about. I hold this movie. Lost Boys is my favorite movie, and I feel like this is like the grunge Lost Boys. So I really like it. Dex, overall, you like this movie too?
It was fun. Like I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, it's not perfect. There's a lot of plot holes, a lot of things going on. Like we didn't mention the explosions. You know, all the budget was in the explosions. You know, everything just happened to blow up. You know, but no, I kind of enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I like the ending, how they basically were turned into the supernatural guys and everything. That was cool.
Mark,
even the car, you know, like even the car was almost like the supernatural dudes, you know.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
You know,
what came first? There's
Supernatural. Maybe about
I feel like Supernatural probably started right around the same time.
Well, Supernatural went 15 seasons, I think, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like 15 years that it went. So
probably a little after this then.
Probably a little bit after, yeah. Because Smallville was out before Supernatural. I think Supernatural came out like midway through Smallville.
Penguin
When
gives
did
it a
True
thumbs
Blood
up.
come in?
When did True Blood?
Mid 2000s.
I want to say 2005, 2006. Yeah.
That was much later then, but I like that show.
I
like
love
it too.
that show.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the swamp vibes that I love in horror stuff. So like I'm all about that.
What does the
worst
count
part-
think of Sookie?
I was just gonna say the worst part about that show.
Yeah.
She's the worst part of the show, but the show's good.
You like Baby?
Oh, she was a great part of the show. Yeah, she could use an orthodontist possibly.
Yeah.
Penguin says, yeah, he did make it to his sister's wedding. The ending was 3 months later. Supernatural 2005.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Count. What did you think? I mean, they're not classy like yourself, but what did you think of Forsaken?
Well, yeah, I mean, for a fun vampire romp, yes, I give it, a positive, yes.
Two fangs down.
Yeah, 2 fangs up, yes. 2 fangs up and a wig.
Not the drool again, Enrico. No. It's plasma. It's blood plasma.
Man,
I know you.
It's an occupational hazard.
See, I talk so much that like Mark forgot that he just skipped right over me. He went right from Dex to Enrico.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just figured you gave your opinion on it.
The only thing I would say is that like I was the target audience for this movie, and it's a period piece because I was like 18 when this came out and I saw it in the theater, and it was like it is a time period piece because like I mean you can tell when something's like late 90s, super early 2000s just by like they did it every movie back then. They all wore the same clothes. They were all doing like rock that was on the radio and like it was so good. So I don't know. It brings me back to my youth. So the nostalgia gets me with this movie. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10.
Awesome. Wow.
Oh, very nice.
So thumbs up all around for The Forsaken. Penguin gives it a thumbs up in the chat as well. Next, the Count.
That's sexy.
Oh, the Count picked out next week's movie, which we're going to talk about on Monday for Easter. We're gonna give everyone a day off for Easter, so we'll be back next Monday. I'm not going to even tell you guys what we're watching. I'm going to just play the trailer.
Sweet.
Bad! We'll kill you all!
This is Benny. Made just for you. As long as you have him by your side, nothing will ever hurt you.
Not even the demons in the hallway.
Apart from them.
Begins when I turned 30.
The company want foreclosure on the loan. Repossess your house.
I have to get this finished.
Lots of people are saying you're already finished.
If you bought this tape, you're a loser. It's time to let go of the past. Do not fear change. Embrace it.
He can't be bargained with. He doesn't feel pity or remorse. He absolutely will not stop until you are dead.
Amazing.
I've never seen this, so I'm excited for this. A movie I haven't seen.
Yeah.
This looks amazing. I'm excited.
No, I'm looking forward to this. Nicholas Gear says, that's it. I probably said Happy Easter last year and Booth's sensitive ass blocked me. Wow. Yeah, so next week, Benny Loves You is the movie. We'll be back Monday to talk about it. But in the meantime, we'll be back this Wednesday talking Val Kilmer's Batman Forever. I'm so excited to talk about that. Penguin says this is also on Prime and Peacock if you want to watch it without commercials. Otherwise, just go to Tubi.
Prime has ads too, so
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Dexter Weeks, tell people where they can find you at.
Yeah. I'm on the Instagram, Dexter Weeks 6975, on X, Dexter_art, and Dexter Weeks on Facebook. And so we're, I think me, Mark, and Count Botacula. Botacula.
Botacula.
Count Bodega.
The South Jersey Expo or South Jersey Comic Con coming up in a couple weeks. So it should be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that.
Yeah. Mark Yoon, where can people find you at?
Here. What's up, Enrico?
Okay. Enrico.
You can find me at the end of the rainbow. No, for real. Enrico Botta on Instagram, Enrico Botta on X, Enrico Botta on YouTube, and right here on Primetime Poulton every Sunday and Wednesday, talking about horror movies with Dexter Weeks and Mark Yoon. Where can people find you? Where can people find you, TMC?
First up, Amanda B says maybe Brett Booth's feeling left out of your payroll gear, and Nicholas Gear says he would have to be worth. Oh, come on, Nicholas
not
Gear,
even reading that.
You're salty. You're salty.
We need Count Botacula in the next What We Do in the Shadows remake.
I love that show. It's hilarious.
I love it too.
Guys, you can find me on X and Instagram at Koni Waves. Make sure you subscribe to Primetime Poulton. Hit the notifications. Go check out Writhe in Pain Book 2 on Indiegogo. It's in demand right now. And make sure you sign up for Gun Goth *1. She is the hot topic over on Indiegogo. It'll be on Kickstarter and Fund My Comic as well. Simultaneous, whatever, all launching at the same time.
Simultaneous.
Yeah.
Simon Taint.
Launching Friday, June 13th. 13 covers to choose from. The Art of Gun Goth book as well. Box set. Sign up, save $40. Don't miss out, guys. And we'll be back this Wednesday to talk Val Kilmer's Batman. Mark, thank you for sharing the links. And we'll see you then. We'll see you before Easter. So, but if we don't, happy Easter. Thanks for watching.